composed upon Westminster Bridge by William Wordsworth.
Earth has not anything to show more fair. Dull would he be of soul who could pass by, a sight so touching in its majesty. The city now doth like a garment wear, the beauty of the morning, silent, fair. Ships, towers, domes, theaters, and temples lie open into the fields and to the sky, all bright and glittering in the smokeless air. Never did sun more beautifully steep in his first splendor valley, rock, or hill. Near so I never felt a calm so deep. The river glideth at his own sweet well. Dear God, the very houses seem asleep, and all that mighty heart is lying still. Now let's discuss the meaning of these words. Fair, beautiful, dull, not lively, soul, moral nature, sight, view, touching, affecting the emotions, majesty, greatness, garment, clothes, dome, round roof, pair, plain or simple, smokeless, pure, glittering, shining or sparkling, splendor, magnificence, valley, depression between hills, glideth, moves, mighty, strength, touching, impressive.
Paraphrase. The poet describes the beauty of nature when he admires the city of London. It is an impressive view. He says the earth doesn't have any more beautiful place than London. He says any person who passes by and is not affected must be an unhappy person. The city is like a person who is wearing clothing of silence. The beauty of the morning makes it more beautiful. Man-made objects like ships, towers of churches, domes, theaters and temples. They are in beautiful harmony with God-made objects like fields and the sky. Also, these objects sparkle in the pure air of morning. Figures of speech. Personification. Earth has not anything to show more fair. The poet gives the city the image of a person who displays things. Simile. This city now doth like a garment wear. The poet likens the silence of the morning to a garment. Personification. This city now doth like a garment wear. The poet gives the city the image of a person who wears a garment.
Metaphor. All bright and glittering in the smokeless air. The poet gives the objects the images of shining objects.
The sun has never come to a more beautiful place. Everything, the valley, rock and the hill is great, magnificent. Also, the river runs as it likes. The poet never feels more relaxed in any other place. He enjoys the silence of the morning as all the people seem asleep and so do the houses. This harmony makes the poet appeal to God whose presence can be seen and felt.
Figures of speech. 1. Personification. The very houses seem asleep. The poet gives the houses the image of sleeping people. 2. Metaphor. All that mighty heart is lying still. The poet gives the machines in the factories the image of hearts. 1. What is the sonnet?
It is a poem of 14 lines on one theme.
2. What is the main theme of the sonnet poem, composed upon Westminster Bridge?
The poet shows his love of nature and admires God's perfect creation.
3. Comment on the poem composed upon Westminster Bridge.
1. It is a sonnet consists of 14 lines. 2. The rhyme scheme is simple but musical. A. B. B. A. A. B. B. A. C. D. C. D. C. D. 3. The poem shows Wordsworth's religious feeling and his love of nature is clear.
4. There are some figures of speech. A. Personification, earth has not anything to show more fair. The poet gives the city the image of a person who displays things. B. Simile, this city now doth like a garment wear. The poet likens the silence of the morning to a garment. C. Personification, this city now doth like a garment wear. The poet gives the city the image of a person who wears a garment. 5. The language is simple and easy. 6. The poet is William Wordsworth.
4. Mention some elements of romanticism referring to the sonnet. Discuss.
The poet shows his love of nature. He is alone in the bridge. His tendency is clear. He describes a personal experience.
5. The poem shows Wordsworth's religious feeling and his love of nature. Explain.
Wordsworth admires God's perfect creation and the harmony of nature.
Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Connect Plus.